to the Fossil Discovery Show, where we are about to interview the famous William Buckland. For those of you who don't know, William Buckland was born in 1784, and he was the first man to discover and identify a fossil. He named it the Megalosaurus bucklandi. Hi, Mr. Buckland. Thank you so much for being here today. Would you mind telling us how this all got started?
Well,
it's a prehistoric fern. Oh my God, it's a Megalosaurus.
Well, I happened upon the fossils in England when I was in the Mesozoic rock units. This discovery later provided the earliest detailed geological descriptions. At the time, I thought it was some large extinct lizard that no longer crawled the planet. Later I found out that I had discovered a new genus of dinosaur called the Megalosaurus.
Were you assisted in your discoveries?
No, I mainly kept to myself, and my discoveries were made alone.
Would you mind describing the Megalosaurus for us so that the viewers may picture what your finding was like?
Well, I happen to have a picture right here. Here's a real-life sketch of what the Megalosaurus would look like if it were real today. It would be measured 9 inches in length, would walk on its hind legs, and would have razor-sharp teeth.
What impact did this have on society?
At the time, people were beginning to discover fossils, but we did not understand what this meant. Once I identified it, we began to understand that this was a prehistoric life form. It was a catalyst for debates on creationism and whether we were the first beings on the planet. While I wasn't the first person to discover a Megalosaurus fossil, in 1676, a partial femur was found in Oxfordshire, England. But at the time, they didn't know what it was. My discovery and confirmation on the dinosaur cleared up confusion among the earliest findings.
Could you give us a little background on your life before you made the discovery?
Well, I was born in Axminster, Devon in 1784. My parents were Charles and Elizabeth Buckland. My father was a very religious man, which influenced me as I grew up and later led to my joining of the priesthood. I had an early love for paleontology. I had schooling my whole life, and I obtained a bachelor's and a master's degree. I had spent most of my time gathering field evidence that would be used to establish the geological success in England. During my career, I wrote and published numerous papers that contributed much to the scientific community. My discovery of the Megalosaurus was a major basis point for some of the most important papers.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure you join us next week for our exclusive interview with Mrs. Colvin discussing about what an amazing teacher she is.